Hi, my name is Portalmaster, and I'm on the school quiz ball team. Hey there guys, Portalmaster9351 here, and welcome back to another exciting edition of Ask Portalmaster, the twice a month show where I basically talk about and answer your questions and give a little bit of a mini channel update. I apologize for this being 2 days late. I would have done it on the 1st, but I was extremely busy, and I would have done it yesterday, but I had a really bad headache, so I was not really in any state to make a video. I've gotten way behind on all my videos because I've been super duper busy. My school schedule is really weird right now, and it's causing me to get not enough sleep, and I've got a lot of applications for stuff due this month, and it's a mess right now. And I promise that there's going to be some level of consistency coming hopefully by the end of this month. I've been trying to fight through this schedule, and it's very difficult to make videos and stuff, and I'm doing things on Tuesdays now. It's really complicated and stuff, but anyways, there's not much more to talk about in this little intro, so without further ado, let's get started answering your questions. Our first question today comes from Scott Harper, and he asks, my next question is, do you think the story for Imaginators is incomplete? At the end of the final boss fight with Chaos, the brain says, let me tell you a tale, or something like that, and the story ends there. I don't think it made sense to end the story with a cliffhanger like that, especially since the story only had 10 levels, and now that Year 2 isn't happening, it really doesn't make any sense. Do you agree with me on this? Yes, actually I do, and that was one of the reasons that I did think that Year 2 was gonna happen for a while, because it's like, the story ends on such a massive cliffhanger, so where is the story going? And it's really weird because we've since learned that Cursed Tiki Temple and Lost Imaginary Minds were not planned from the get-go. So it's not like they were ever supposed to add on to the Imaginators storyline. So it's very obvious that the story was written for a Skylanders 7, and that is, I think, a supporting reason as to why we can say that, yeah, there may be another game, you know, in 2018, because, well, there was a cliffhanger written into Imaginators, but it kind of makes sense. I understand that they were trying to leave a cliffhanger, but I definitely don't like it. Skyren asks me, what is your favorite food? Well, I don't have shirts for pancakes. I only have shirts for bacon. Unfortunately, I don't have one on, but if you haven't gotten it, it's bacon! Thunder Dragon 17 asks, well, it took you long enough to do this, but here's my question. What Skylanders characters, whether they be Skylanders, villains, NPCs, etc., do you want in Skylanders Academy? Well, see, originally I was actually gonna do a video on this, but I don't know if I'm gonna even have time to get it done now because of all the hectic stuff that's been going on. But basically, the characters that I want, I want Sunburn, for instance, because he never gets the recognition he deserves. The same thing with Fright Rider. I also want to see some of the light and dark characters like Astroblast and, you know, Nightlight and Nightmare, because the light and dark characters do not get enough recognition within the games, I think, in the story. You know, after Trap Team was done and, you know, there was this whole thing about adding on light and dark, I figured, okay, there's going to be a new game. Skylanders 5 is going to, you know, expound upon light and dark, but Skylanders 5, Superchargers, obviously didn't do that, and I would love to see them explore the concept of light and dark through the Skylanders Academy storyline, but I don't know. As for NPCs, I think Persephone would be a really fun character, and Flynn and Callie would be really fun to have in there too. I think some of those NPCs would be really cool, but yeah, I guess that's my answer. Elbow asks, what do you think about Ratchet and Clank as guest stars? Well, I'll be the first to admit I am not terribly familiar with Ratchet and Clank as a whole. I don't have a problem with them. I just don't know if they fit the Skylanders aesthetic, if you know what I mean. Like, the way they redesigned Bowser and Donkey Kong, they look like they fit. Crash Bandicoot kind of already looks like a Skylander. Cortex, kinda not. He kinda does fit a little well with Chaos, but I don't know. I think they could work. I just think there would need to be some redoing of the characters to make them fit with the overall Skylanders aesthetic theme kind of thing. Frynut Sky Gamer says, does Skylanders Imaginators suck? And will you plug my series with Yourself Productions? First up, plugging Frynut Sky Gamer and Yourself Productions little series. Secondly, no, I actually don't think Imaginators is that bad. In all honesty, even though that's like their entire series of collabs, I'll leave a link down to that in the description if you guys want to check that out. I recently did another collab with Yourself Productions, so I'm happy to plug his other series. But see, I really don't think it was that bad. I think that there could have been a lot of improvements. A lot of the problems with Imaginators were the same with Trap Team. Like, the game overall, it was so expensive to get everything. The creation crystals are non-resettable. There's no PvP. But in all honesty, the creation of characters aspect is really cool. And I think that Imaginators does have problems, but no, I would not call it a bad game. Ignite the Fire says, what sports do you enjoy playing, and are you in any school teams for those sports? No, because I'm an unathletic potato. However, I am actually on my school's Quiz Bowl team, which is like the nerdiest thing I've ever done. The Quiz Bowl team. Hi, my name is Portalmaster, and I'm on the school Quiz Bowl team. I mean, that's what it feels like to me. That's always what it feels like to me. But it's like, that is what I do. I know all this useless information, and that is literally what that is. I also run gaming club. I run a club devoted to video gaming and tabletop gaming. So I am like a huge nerd, but I'm so proud of it, and I think that everyone should be proud of being a nerd. But no, I'm not athletic, unfortunately, but maybe I don't know. I'm not a sports guy, but that is still a very good question. Alright, now I'm going to take a little bit of a break of answering your questions and give a brief little bit of an update for my October YouTube goals. Now, a lot of what I planned to do at the end of September did not work out. You know, but my laptop died and all that crap. So, I mean, it's not been cooperating very well. Like, nothing's been cooperating very well for my YouTube schedule. And, I mean, it's kind of annoying, but I'm doing my best to work around it. I'm still growing on YouTube, so it's not like I can say, you know, I've been kept from, you know, growing on YouTube or anything like that, but it's definitely still annoying because I really enjoy making content, and when I can't make content, that annoys me. Either way, though, these are the things I would like to get done through the month of October. The first thing I want to do is I want to do a Lost Imaginite Minds Let's Play. Now, whether I'm going to do that on the Wii U or the Nintendo Switch, I haven't decided yet, but I am going to be doing a Let's Play of it, and I'm super duper excited to do that because I still haven't gotten around to playing it because I want to be able to play it for the first time in my Let's Play, which is the same way I experienced the rest of Skylanders Imaginators. In addition, I also want to do 4 Skylanders Showdowns. That's incredibly ambitious, and I don't think I'm going to get but maybe 3 done tops. But if I could get 4 done this month, 3 done in November, and 3 done in December, I would be done with Skylanders Showdowns by the end of the year. And that's my goal. My goal is to finish Skylanders Academy, or not Skylanders Academy, Skylanders Showdown Season 4 by the end of the year. And hopefully, if I'm not able to make that many this month, I'll be able to make a ton over Thanksgiving and Christmas break, in November and December, because I really want to be done with Season 4 by the end of this year and do Season 5 next year and go ahead and start doing the Swap Force core characters as well. So there's that. I want to do a major video on Activision's master plan. I'm doing these new things called major videos or flagship videos, and that's basically things like the current state of Toys to Life, why Trap Team killed the franchise, things like that. Long videos that go, you know, way in depth and have a lot of research back behind them. I want to do one of those a month, and I've been wanting to do a video on Activision's master plan for a while. And I think that doing it this month, after we see how Skylanders Academy pans out, I think is a great time to do it. So, hoping to knock that out this month, hoping to feature Lightseekers in more videos. I have an awesome collab video with one of my real life friends that I really want to do with Lightseekers, so I'm hoping to take that out. And I'm also hoping to do some news videos on Lightseeker stuff, because I believe they should be announcing the release dates for the next 2 heroes this month, or, you know, late this month, I don't know when, but hopefully that, so I'm hoping to cover that. Of course, do another Ask Portalmaster in the middle of the month. I want to do a room tour. I've been teasing that for a while. Again, that was something I was going to do at the end of last month, but that fell apart. Hoping to do it now. I want to do that skit that I was talking about. I talked about that a long time ago, and that is definitely something that I want to do. It's pretty hilarious in my head, and I would really like you guys to be able to see that Skylanders skit, because I think it's pretty funny. I also want to do a response video to my Why Trap Team Killed the Franchise thing 1 month after I posted it. So I'm not entirely sure when that's going to be, but it's a long video. I want to give everyone ample time to watch it and respond, and I will do an Ask Portalmaster style video 1 month after its release to basically cover some of those things, and I may even do multiple response videos, like a response to that, and basically keep an ongoing discussion on that video, because I think it was a major topic that sort of deserves me not necessarily typing short comment responses, but really giving you guys full video responses to some of your comments. I also want to do a Skylanders Academy breakdown video, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet. It's going to largely depend on the amount of content in each particular Skylanders Academy episode. But of course, I did a Skylanders Academy trailer breakdown video that got 2,500 views, and I did a things, basically, I did a things you might have missed, I did a Eric Rogers tweet breakdown that has over 4,000 views now. So, like, people want to see me break down Skylanders Academy content, and I am more than willing to do that. And what I'm hoping to do is break down episode by episode. Now, I rewatched the first episode trying to do like a breakdown notes sort of thing, and I wasn't actually able to get too much information in one particular episode. The video would probably only be 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes long. So, depending on how Academy Season 2 works out, I may do it episode by episode if it makes sense, or I may do, it's like 12 episodes, I think it's 13 if you technically count how the first one is 2. I may do like the first 4 episode breakdown, then like the middle 2 episode breakdown, and then the last 4 episode breakdown. I'm not sure yet, but either way, there will be a breakdown of the various episodes, and I'm really excited to be doing that, because I think that's going to draw in a lot of new people, because there's nothing like that out on the internet at all. There's nobody who goes out and breaks down Skylanders Academy content. So I think that would be a really awesome thing for me to do on this channel, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. But now, let's get back to answering your questions. SquigglyFan91 says, what do you think of the Dark Spyro forums always having a beef with Instagram? Oh, I don't want to get involved in drama in this video. I said something one time in a video about Liam Robertson, like months after the drama had gone down, and somebody posted it on Dark Spyro and started drama with me in it again. I don't want to get into drama, but what I'm going to say about the Dark Spyro versus the Instagram community is that they are two very different types of people. The age groups are completely different for the Instagram community and the Dark Spyro community. When I first started covering Skylanders news, almost everyone used exclusively Dark Spyro. I don't even know if Instagram was around when Skylanders first came out. You know what? Let me ask this to Siri. Say, Siri, when did Instagram come out? Instagram came out in 2010, so it was barely out when Skylanders was first announced, and everyone still used Dark Spyro, and not really even Twitter that much to talk about Skylanders news. So all the longtime fans of the franchise have gone there, and they've grown up using Dark Spyro. Instagram is where the 10 and 11-year-olds go, and it's an age gap, and I think that that has caused a sort of rift between the two communities just because the age groups are different, and I've kind of seen it happen over the past few years, and that's my biggest explanation. It's an age difference. Just go try to talk to, just go look at old videos of yourself from when you were younger, and you're like, that's a totally different person than I am now. It's totally different people just because of that age gap, I think. So that's my reason for why I think that they sort of dislike each other to a little bit. P. Diddy T-Tube says, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much does your girlfriend like you? Well, P. Diddy, here's the thing. My girl done left me all alone to make Skylanders videos and talk in a really crappy fake country accent. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, that's gonna be a solid, 52. Techno Panda Girl asks, would you like to see the next Skylanders game be an online RPG game like World of Warcraft, but on consoles? Ugh, that is an interesting question. See, I've always wanted increased character customization in Skylanders, not unlike what we see in games like World of Warcraft. So, I would say let's maybe increase the level of character customization that we can have, but I don't think that completely changing the style of the game is the right way to go, to be perfectly honest. It's why a lot of people dislike Superchargers, because it turned into a racing game almost. And I think that if we changed it to too much of a World of Warcraft style game, it wouldn't work. I mean, if you want a Toys to Life game that's like World of Warcraft, the closest thing you've got is Lightseekers. So I think that now that Lightseekers is sort of going for that World of Warcraft style experience, if Skylanders tried to do the same, it probably wouldn't look good because they'd be copying another Toys to Life game, basically. TM Portalmaster says, are you going to Comic-Con? I'm not going to Comic-Con, but I am hoping to go to E3, and I may actually get to go this year, so we'll have to see. No to Comic-Con, but I might actually get to go to E3, which, if that happens, would be pretty dang awesome, I might say. And yes, I am old enough to go to E3, or I will be old enough to go to E3, so don't have to worry about that. I'm not some random YouTuber who's like, I'm gonna get sponsored to go to E3. But I might actually get to go. And I'm not saying it's confirmed, but it's definitely something I'm really strongly looking into doing. Davis Harper asks, have you ever heard of a game called Spore? If so, have you ever played it? And if you have played it, what would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10? I have actually played a Spore game. It was a long time ago on the original DS. And I can't even remember what the name of the Spore game was, but I definitely played it at one point. It was a fun game, but I got stuck for some reason. I got stuck on some part of the game, and it was before YouTube existed, so I think I was like 7 or something like that. So if YouTube did exist, it was just starting. But basically, I couldn't figure out how to go any further in the game, and it really annoyed me, and I basically rage quit it. But what I played before I got stuck, if I'm remembering correctly, I think I enjoyed it. Our final question today comes from Nolan the Epic Portalmaster, and he says, what is the favorite level from each game, and what is your favorite level of all time? Oh, this is such a difficult question. I don't remember off the top of my head all of them. From Spyro's Adventure, it's definitely Dragon's Peak. From Giants, it's the Archean Armory, or whatever that one was called. I can see the level in my head, and I think it was called the Archean Armory, but I'm not 100% sure. From Swap Force, that's a difficult question. I think I really like the Tower of Time, but see, I can't really remember Swap Force that much. I never played the story that much from Swap Force because the levels were so long, and that always was a huge turnoff for me for replaying the levels. So in terms of actually replaying the levels, Swap Force is the one I probably have the least experience doing that with. For Trap Team, I really like the Mirror of Mystery. I tend to like a lot of the adventure packs. They tend to be really memorable, I think. So I'm gonna have to go with Mirror of Mystery from Trap Team. From Superchargers, it's hands down the Spellpunk Library. No debate there. Spellpunk Library, and that's my all-time favorite. Spellpunk Library is the best game that any gaming company within the Skylanders franchise has ever devised. It is a beautiful masterpiece of a level. It is the greatest level of all time in the Skylanders franchise. No questions asked. For Imaginators, jeez. I don't know if I've actually, been able to experience it. I know it's been out for almost a year now, but I don't know if I really have a favorite, to be perfectly honest. It's definitely not the one where you fight the sea monster. It's definitely not that one. But I liked a lot of the levels from Imaginators. I didn't really hate any one in particular, but none of them really stood out to me, really, either. Not even the adventure packs really stood out to me. Thumpin' Wumpa Islands was pretty cool, and I guess if I had to pick a favorite, it would be that one. But I don't know. None of them really jumped out at me and said, this is a cool level in particular, but none of them were bad. They were all pretty much the same degree of coolness, which they were all pretty good in my opinion. But yeah, hands down, best level in the entire game, for franchise really is Spellpunk Library, no questions asked. Alright, so that is it for your questions today. Thank you guys so much for watching and giving me questions to talk about. I really appreciate it. I love doing this, and clearly you guys really enjoy watching this. It consistently gets almost 200 views, which lets me know that you guys are really committed and you really like this type of video. So as long as you guys keep commenting, keep asking questions, keep watching, I'm going to continue making these. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Portalmaster9351. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.